kind of give us your best bits of advice for better, more interesting soloing?
Yeah, I think the first one that came to my mind would be, of course, having a clear idea of what you want to play. And sometimes when we are improvising, we let the guitar dictate what you are playing, you know? Especially for the visualization thing, the guitar is a pretty hard instrument to visualize because it doesn't have a symmetrical tuning system. We have this major third here that, you know, screw everything up, basically. So a really good advice I will take is that you need to be able to have a clear idea in mind of what you want to play. Maybe sing it will be really good. Because the thing, we want to play what we have in our head and translate into the guitar, not the other way around. So learning licks is of course useful, but sometimes if you rely only on licks, on prepared licks, let's say, you will lose a little bit of connection between your mind and the instrument. So I suppose I prefer players that, you know, are more instinctive in that kind of way. And, you know, one of my favorite improvisers is Birelli Lagran. He's jazz, manouche improviser also. He came from a gypsy jazz background, but he plays a lot of bebop jazz, you know. And actually, one thing that I love the most about him live is he takes a lot of risks, and because of that, takes you know, makes mistakes sometimes. But I prefer a player that take a lot of risks rather than, you know, a player that rely only on prepared licks, you know. So a good advice would be to play the same line on different position, so you can kind of have more freedom through the fretboard. So if I have to play, I have to be able to play it starting from different strings. So every time it gets the shape, it gets different, and you learn more. So this kind of little fragment, you should be able to play it everywhere on the fretboard. So you basically have more melodic freedom with this kind of process. So you know, translating a line, like playing on different string the same line, will be a good advice in order to achieve that, basically.
Matteo, you have such incredible technique that the temptation must be there to just play fast all the time. And you know, some players with great technique do fall into that trap. They forget to keep the music in it. So how do you, given that you can play like that, how do you remind yourself to keep forming phrases and keep things musical?
When I don't have any ideas, I just don't play, and that's something a lot of players forget. And sometimes you feel the need to fill up space. So like as we speak, if you don't have a clear idea in mind, you fill up the spaces with some prepared phrases, you know. And that's the same thing with the guitar. I think if you have a clear idea of how to play, you will not overplay. If your idea is somehow not so clear, you will overplay a lot because you are searching, you know. So my advice will be, if you're not 100% sure of what you will play, just don't play. And the space will tell you, the